My name is Major Timothy Riemann, and my future war presentation is titled Retweet Hell, Social Media and the Future of Enlisted PME. In the Commandant's Planning Guidance, General Berger challenges the Corps to jettison our industrial age educational processes and calls for changes in PME to reflect the information age in approaches and methodology. The following institutional concept provides a vision of what an information age professional military education might look like, specifically utilizing and integrating social media into future enlisted PME. Massive leaps in technological advancements have transformative effects on a society. Political arrangements, economic systems, literacy, religion, and human rights were all fundamentally changed in the 15th century due to the spread of knowledge enabled by the invention of the printing press. Notable amongst the long list of transformed parts of society was the field of education, specifically in what was taught, the curriculum, and how material was taught, pedagogy. Today, social media, like the printing press 500 years ago, has had a seismic impact on nearly every aspect of contemporary society, but its effects are conspicuously lacking in the field of education. How might the Marine Corps incorporate social media into PME? How might teaching methodologies adapt and adjust in order to fully embrace the latent educational potential in various social media platforms? Though our equipment, tactics, and weapons have all evolved with time, the Marine Corps' educational approach has remained largely unchanged. Today's Marine Lance Corporal and Corporals, as members of Generation Z, are highly skilled and comfortable with the use of social media, but are still educated using antiquated teaching methodologies. Their PME curriculum reflects industrial age approaches, despite a rich body of research showing that this is not the preferred or optimal method for this generation. So how specifically might the Corps use social media as a teaching aid, platform, and resource? This concept uses the Battle of Tarawa as the subject matter to show how various social media platforms could be utilized. And although history should be the cornerstone of any PME curriculum, this concept could be applied with some refinement to any subject matter. Internet memes combine a visual image and a small amount of written text that, taken together, point out a whimsical, contradictory, or humorous point anticipated by the meme's creator. A growing body of research attests to the educational value in memes. In enlisted PME, instructors might use internet memes to introduce ideas, concepts, or historical facts about the Battle of Tarawa to their students via a communication method that is both familiar and recognizable to them. Instructors could also task junior Marines with creating an internet meme about Tarawa in order for the student to demonstrate their understanding of the subject previously discussed in a creative and unique manner. MCU could then aggregate a collection of the best Tarawa memes and upload them to a Marine Corps historical meme channel on YouTube. It's interesting that the 2015 Broadway musical hit Hamilton was able to do what so many civics and high school history teachers have struggled to do for decades: make a story about 18th century America interesting, appealing, and exciting. By merging history and hip-hop in a similar manner as Hamilton, Marine Corps University could assemble a team of young Marines, musical artists, and professors to create a Hamilton-inspired series of Marine Corps-related songs that tell the story of the Battle of Tarawa, and then upload this to Spotify. The majority of junior enlisted Marines learn best with small amounts of information presented at intervals. The format for the popular masterclass videos has renowned experts teaching 10 to 15 mini classes of 7 to 15 minutes apiece. Imagine if MCU's History Division brought to life historical icons and had them teach a Marine Corps masterclass. Here's an example of a trailer for a Marine Corps masterclass taught by Lieutenant Colonel David Shoup, Medal of Honor recipient from the Battle of Tarawa. At Guadalcanal, we stopped the Japanese advance, but at Tarawa, we took the fight to them. In this masterclass, I'm going to tell you things that I've never told anybody about Operation Galvanic, about Tarawa, about Ishio Island. To really understand Tarawa and Operation Galvanic, you have to understand the terrain, not just on the island, but around the island. The LVTs were the only reason we were able to get over the reef. Without them, the landing most definitely would have failed. And if Tarawa failed, it would have been a catastrophe for the nation and for the Marine Corps. That first day was one of the worst days of my life. But I knew that Hire would want to report a situation update on what was going on Bayshore Island. Well, I had a lot of things going on, as you can imagine, so I just decided to keep it short and sweet. Casualties, many. Percent dead, unknown. Combat effectiveness, we're winning. I'm David Shoup, and this is my masterclass. Snapchat is one of the most popular social media platforms for the vast majority of our young Marines. Again, utilizing the expertise of MCU's History Division, historians could create an account like the Ghost of David Shoup. Young Marines across the globe, enrolled in formal PME or on their own initiative, would be able to engage with an account of a historical figure in real time and pose questions, interact with, and have conversations with on a social media platform that they are already familiar with. Few things offer the, quote, game-changing possibility in enlisted PME like virtual reality. A Marine submerged into the VR could see the beach where 2nd Battalion, 8th Marines landed at Tarawa. The virtual setting could allow the Marine to experience the historical battle and allow them to play the part of a Lance Corporal or Corporal who actually fought there. The Marine in VR would then be faced with the similar leadership decisions, tactical problems, or ethical dilemmas experienced by the historical Marine decades before. It's time to update the Commandant's professional reading list. The 1989 model of self-development/PME exclusively via reading books simply no longer fits with the realities of the 2020 Marine Corps. By supplementing the Commandant's reading list with a Commandant's digital content list, tomorrow's Marines will have a wide variety of platforms, social media sites, and resources to help cultivate and enhance their professional knowledge and interest. During this time of relative peace, it is critical that the Marine Corps modernize their junior enlisted PME approach. The Marine Corps needs to recognize that this generation of young Marines do not learn in the same manner as the generations that came before them. Recognizing this is the first and perhaps the easiest step. After this acknowledgement, Marine leaders at the highest levels need to bravely embrace the digital age and maximize the use of social media as an educational resource and tool. Lastly, I would love to hear your feedback. You can go on my Twitter page @TimRVMI and answer the feedback poll for the next 7 days.